Okay, that's the most missed point about the business. Now you guys all enjoy the products, right?
Yes.
Can you talk to your friends about, oh, I use this, it's very good. And then you can open your mouth and would you try? Right? So when they try, when they buy, you get some commission. It may not sound like a lot, but at least you're making some, right? So the thing of this is when you have a lot of people using your products, that little bit of commission can add up to a lot,
Yes.
right? For example, if you become a BR, for example, okay, and you train someone to become a BR, and that BR did 3,000 points, you get 5%, right? $150, whatever. Now that's because that doesn't sound like a lot, $150, you know, one dinner will take care of it.
Yeah.
But suppose you start building your team, and you have 10 BRs in your group, each one doing 3,000. You get 5% of that. 1,500. Slightly different now, right? Instead of 150, you get 1,500. Would 1,500 help you?
No, Singapore not so much, but at least I got 1,500.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm just using it as an example.
Yeah.
So not only that, your 10 BRs can also do the same thing. So when you have 10, going to 20, 30 will be relatively easier. And if you're able to reach, say you have 30 in your group, each doing 3,000, you get 5% of that, it will be what? 4,500.
Yeah. 255 for one executive.
Yeah, close to 5,000 US dollars now. Does it interest you? Ask yourself that question. According to Jun Wen, if you can earn $5,000 extra a month, you can afford to get a condo here,
Singapore.
right? I don't for first timers. Would that interest you? And it's the place for younger people between 30 and up who are beginning to get a career and start to earn some money and would like to buy a flat. Say, hey, if you do this, you know, if you can make $5,000 a month, you can get your own place, right? So that's it. One issue we have is, especially with you ladies, you tend to become product experts. You
Yes.
forgot to promote the business.
Yes, yes.
Okay? See, in this business, there are two things you must do. One, use the products. So you enjoy the products, you know about the products. Number two, build an organization. Just recruit, in other words. So it's not like rowing a boat. You don't use one arm. You use both arms. So when you use both arms, you go forward. When you use one arm, you go around in circles. Either you recruit, but you don't teach them how to use the products, that won't work either. Because have you seen a business that doesn't involve any revenue? No. You gotta have consumption. In order to have consumption is use the product. You have to teach your members to use the products, to build the volume and build a team. Okay, I mean, strictly speaking, this is a relatively simple business. Easy may not be easy. If easy, everybody will be doing it, right? You get paid for working hard on this. So just remember that you have to promote the products, promote the business.
What if it's actually someone who's actually a high earner, and then how you convince them to do this business?
Okay.
Because we're talking about if it's a millennial, you talk about okay, you want to achieve your first
Well,
house.
okay.
But let's say you have a high earner like Jun Wen.
Yeah. Well, high earners usually have a very, very stressful job,
This is true. Yeah, this is true.
right? How long can you continue like this
How long can they last?
before you ruin your health? I mean, I'm not telling you or saying that you should quit your job right now. How about get started, build your organization on the side? You can help them, right? Help them build. So when you build to a certain point, you can decide whether you want to go with your corporate job or stay with go with Nu Skin. With the corporate job, as long as well as when you, particularly when you climb up the corporate ladder, the pressure is going to increase too. That means your personal health will be, affected. You know, the higher up you go, you have to play politics, and all kinds of good stuff, right? Wouldn't you like to have peace of mind, have a healthier body, healthier mental outlook on life? Okay, now, me and Marguerite, when we first started, we were not low paid either.
Yeah.
I read your article.
Yeah, because Pat is a lawyer. So so how can you enroll that? Because as a lawyer, you have a very high pay.
Yep.
So how can you look at Nu Skin business in that aspect?
Okay, let me say this. I started off as a lawyer working for private firm, private practice. And in that kind of work, time is money. You're paid by the number of hours you build, which means weekends I go to work because I make money, right? Except I don't get to see the two kids. Is that a good life? I mean, you may be making money, but you totally ignore your two kids and your family. Is that worth a price worth paying? So that's why when the position in mobile came along, I applied because with a corporate practice, I may not be paid as much, but at least I have a life. Okay? The shoes on the other foot. Instead of I receive instructions what to do from the clients, I tell those people in private practice, you do this now. See, in the past, I was in patent law, okay, so I mainly do prosecution of patents, okay? Our clients are overseas, so in the beginning, the fastest way is just by mail. Then came DHL, and then telex machine, then fax machine. So the time I receive the instructions, the time I have to file a response, getting okay. So I wind up always moving. But with mobile, the other way around. The instructions come from me. I tell those poor slops what to say. But I'm kind, I tell them, I give them time. Because when I was in private practice, the worst time is what? I received the instruction in the morning, I have to file that thing in the evening before the office closed the same day.
Yeah.
Okay? So you cannot do anything until you receive words from your client because you're not supposed to tell what to, you have to listen to instructions, right? I just cannot go on my own to decide, okay, what happens if they don't agree? Okay? So other times is just receive instructions in the morning and first thing in the office is just shoot it back to the patent office same day before they close before midnight. But with mobile turning around, hey, you guys do that. I mean, in terms of pay, I may be a little bit not as good, but at least, like I said, I have my life back. 5 o'clock I go home. None of this staying late until you get the job done business. Because the other guys are doing Okay, I mean, I still have a half decent salary. It's not low pay. It's pretty good by comparison. Oil companies pay half decent. It's not, you know, they're not misers. Okay, so when Nu Skin came along, the main idea was we want to earn some extra money to buy a house, a new house. Remember the $5,000? Hey, would you help with paying for a house? We jumped from a 2,500 square foot house to a 5,000
Double.
double. Okay, because of that, mortgage payment also double. On paper, we qualify because our salary is high enough, except we have kids at home. You know that. Plus, we have a nanny at home, so that those expenses, you know, need a big chunk. On paper, we qualify, but in reality, we'll be, you know,
Stretching.
stretched very tight. So that's why we signed the contract to buy the house in May 1988.
1980. That's the year I get married.
Okay, and then our kids karate instructor called us. Pat and Marguerite, would you like to make some extra money? If I ask you, yeah, sure. What is it? And I said, Nu Skin. Okay, he came right out. Now you're not supposed to do that, right? Nu Skin. Margaret said, a guy selling Nu Skin, you know, it doesn't sound right. Busy. You know, we Asians have to be
Yes, correct.
like,
Yeah.
we don't tell you no. We say, oh, that sounds interesting. But we're busy. These few days we're very busy, right? So first time we go busy, second time we go busy, third time we go, gee, we are very busy, extremely busy. Why? Watching television. True.
Yes.
At that time, there's no internet, right? So now you just watch television. So you guys or the Korean drama, right? Korean soap opera, right? So we're busy. So by the fourth time he goes, oh gee, this guy, you know,
Very persistent.
just latching on us. And okay. Since he sounds like he's in a sales thing, so we'll buy something from him and get rid of it. But the cheapest thing he has to offer, right? So that's why we have, okay, come on over. And that was the late August. When he showed up, he said, hey, Hong Tai, what happened to your hair? It looked much improved. Okay? He said, yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you. I use this product called Nutriol by Nu Skin, and I got pretty good results. And then he did a half-face facelift for Marguerite, right? You know what happened, right? Yeah. Said, okay, this sounds interesting. Tell us more. And so it explained to us what Nu Skin is all about. In this year, out this year. Okay? They had no idea. So, but then he said, look, I joined in May. This is my August check. $2,400. This guy's a PhD in physical chemistry. If he can do that, the two of us should be able to do that too. Maybe not as fast, okay, not in 3 months, but how about a year? Because the house will take about a year to finish, to build. We bought a thing, when we signed the contract, it's just a big piece of land, nothing else. I mean, it's a hole for the basement. Think, okay, if we can duplicate it, right? Hey, no problem. Okay, so it's with that goal in mind that we signed into Nu Skin. So because we have a need to make some extra money. And during that year, we didn't know, but at that time, but now we learn. Every weekend when the weather is good, we'll take the two boys, bring our camcorder film the house. So what that did to us was first big hole, and then the walls finished for the basement. Then the first floor decking, stairs, second floor, stairs, bedroom, 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 kitchen, everything. The house is becoming or materializing right before our eyes. So it's as if the house is telling us, hey, this is pretty uncomfortable. Look, this is your bedroom, okay? Big bedroom with its own bath, okay? Kitchen is very large, sitting room, family room. Upstairs, each boy will have a big bedroom plus their own bathroom, so they don't have to fight. Okay. Don't you wish to move here? So, okay, so when we go out, do the products, push the business, or recruit people in the business. After 1 year, we didn't make one home time there. Right? We didn't make 2,400. We make 2,100. That was good enough for us. So we got a house, and you have to realize both of us were working during that year. It's a part-time income, and that was well. How would you like to make that much part-time? Of course, you have there's a price to pay. You have to cook way ahead of time, so you cannot cook every night a fresh meal. You just prepare a pot of roast or something, chicken, and spread it out for the whole day. So when she gets home and just fix some vegetables and feed the kids, right? And it was not easy, but at least you manage your time better. You can do it. Okay. So after 1 year, another year went by. The New Skin income was double her airline income, airline computer income. That's what she decided to go full time. I stayed with my job at the oil company. Why? Because New Skin at that time is only 6 years old. Product rather limited, maybe over 20-some products.
Yeah.
Okay? The most effective one is the facelift.
Yeah. Facelift.
Yeah, the most effective thing is the facelift. So we just do a lot of facelift. And once you decided to do full time, you really enjoy that because you didn't have to get up early to drive to work. Now, it doesn't snow here, right? Let me ask you this question. How many of you get up in the morning, it's pouring rain outside, rains, a thunderstorm, the water's coming down like this, and you say to yourself, I'm so glad I have to get up 6 o'clock in the morning to fight traffic to go to work. Ask yourself that question. How many? Yes, I'm very glad to go to work. I'm so energized, right? Even though the weather's bad. See, in the US it's worse. Blizzard.
Yeah, it's very far away.
Yeah, it can be snow, right? And traffic is backed up. You're gonna have problems getting to the office. Even in LA, for example, even if it doesn't snow, no rain, nothing, traffic jam is every day like this. It'll take you an hour to drive to work. You enjoy that? Okay, so she didn't have to do that. I had to do it. So I woke her up every morning before I go to work. I'm being a good husband, okay? Wake up, I'm going to work. She didn't enjoy that.
Because you want to sleep.
Don't disturb me.
That's what she said. After I get to work, work for an hour and some coffee break. Hey, time to get up. Just wasting time. So finally, she told me that why don't you join New Skin full time too, right? However, I think you know my background.
Yes. 1 year.
I grew up in Hong Kong. I was born in China, grew up in Hong Kong, went to the States to study to become a chemical engineer. So I have a bachelor's, master's, PhD in chemical engineering. But then when I graduated in 72, there was a really bad recession. No PhD jobs. So I finally decided, okay, I'll go back to school. I went downtown, knocked on doors, found myself a job with a patent law firm. So I do patent searching during the day, 9 to 5. 6 to 8, I went to law school. Okay? 5 days a week. I did it for 4 years. So I pay a pretty heavy price to become a lawyer. Plus, the pay at the oil company was, pretty good. We played conservatively because, like I said, New Skin is only 6 years old when she went full time. We've been always told that network marketing companies are thinly capitalized. They cannot sustain, when there's bumps in the road. Okay? What happens if both of us went full time and New Skin disappear on us? Right? So it's not like now, it's almost 40 years history. It won't go away so easily. So that's why we decided I would go to work. So even if something happens on New Skin, I still have a job and we still feed the family. That's the main thing. I could have gone full time, much earlier. So, but in order to stop her from bugging me, I said, look, I will join New Skin full time when the New Skin income in 1 month is more than what I earned as a lawyer at the oil company in 1 year. Okay? And she's, reasonable, right? I'm not only asking for much, only 12 times. 12 times. That didn't sit well with her either. Okay, so start telling everybody. You heard that, right? Pat will join me when the New Skin income in 1 month is more than what he earns as a lawyer in 1 year, and he'll carry my bag. Now, she said that. I didn't say that. Carry the bag part, okay? Trust me. Trust me.
I thought you're the one who said
As a lawyer, okay? Trust me. But anyway, I figured, that will never happen. Because, that's a lot of money. But 7 years into the business, okay, around October 1995, it happened. 1 month New Skin, more than 1 year being a lawyer. Okay, so I finally gave up being a lawyer. Joined full time in February 1996. So that's been 26 years, 27 years ago. Okay, so you see,
7 years, 26, so
27 years ago.
So that means in total you are 34 years in New Skin.
Yeah, 35. Almost
35 years. Wow.
35 full years in September or 88. We joined in September 88. So by September this year, we 35 full years.
35 full years. Wow.
Okay, so it's been a good journey, I could say. Right? See, one thing you have to ask yourself, both of us are past retirement age. I'm 79, she's 75. Let me ask you, if you look at your parents' generation, what do they do when they retire?
Sleep, watch TV, look after grandchildren.
Watch Korean drama, right? Watch television or watch the kids, grandkids, right? If they have any, right? Or walk the dog or whatever. Okay? The one thing is we found out lately, when you retire, number one is kind of boring.
Yes, definitely. No income.
Yeah, low income. Most people will think when I retire, I'm going to travel. Sorry. When you travel, You work hard to save all your money like this cup of water. And you're going to drink it up in one gulp?
No, no way.
Right? So you take little sips. The worst fear that a retiree has is running out of money when they're still alive. Right? Because now, if you're lucky, you have kids to support you, but not necessarily because the kids have their own kids. You cannot depend on the kids to support you. The best thing is you find a way to support yourself. And then another part that's not very good is your circle of friends will start to shrink.
Yes. They will say bye-bye to you early.
Yeah, they say goodbye to you because everybody's worked so hard. You know, their health is ruined and they're in declining health. Even if they want to see you, they can't. Right? They won't. The health is not good. They won't. Just got to stay home. Now, we've done New Skin for 30-some years. We're still running around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't come here mainly because of pandemic. If the pandemic wasn't there, we would come. You know, we'll come maybe not every year, but every other year.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing is, a lot of people tell you that when you join the MLM, you also join the NFL, not National Football League.
Yeah. So what is that?
No friends left.
I got that but it was actually, so what happened was when I kind of agree with my outline group to try, it was during COVID, so I have to do a lot of Zoom call or like phone call or WhatsApp. And they are shocked because of what I'm doing in the profession, and then you come in and do this and they say, oh, you'll be scammed. I'm like, okay, I'll be scammed. But the next thing you know that they avoid you. In fact, I have friends who actually, the circle of friends that are very close, who actually go around, talk among themselves and say, oh, don't take Christy's call because she's going to tell you that she's selling something and go buy because this is a scam. So I'm like, wow, before I could say anything, they say it for me.
That's what I mean. But no friends left. They run you.
Yeah. True.
But is it true?
No, not true.
No.
Actually, yeah.
Right? We know. I consider you guys my friends.
Yeah.
New friends. So
Right.
now it's a new friends league. So now it's a new friends league.
Right? So, wherever we go, we have friends everywhere.
Yes.
I mean, we just came from KL yesterday.
Yes.
And before that, we were in Manila. We were in Manila for what? 3 nights. 4 days, 3 nights. First night we arrived, we met up with a group. The next day, we had meetings in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. 3 meetings, and some of them even lunch and meetings. Everybody was happy to see us. That's the main thing. Okay? And the mentality is totally different. The outlook on life is different. The future looks much better when you're working on this. Especially now, you know what's coming.
Yeah.
Right? The body spa, right? It can be very exciting. You can help a lot of people improve how they feel. Okay, so instead of when you're retired, you know, you have to scrimp on everything. You don't dare go anywhere. And what the depressing part is, all your friends is starting to die.
Yes. Now people die young.
Precisely. Precisely. Which would, that's another thing is the high-paid friends, right? What's your health? No. Do you have the 3 highs? High blood pressure, high blood sugar, high blood lipid. The metabolic syndrome.
I have a friend who's very high blood pressure. She got the Hashimoto. Autoimmune disease called the Hashimoto disease.
Okay.
Very high tech.
So it's very difficult to manage.
Yeah.
But they're still holding on to a high job because of need to survive with the medicine.
Hashimoto. Is she taking drugs?
She needs to for life.
She needs to watch her diet seriously. Have you looked at some integrative medicine doctor? Okay? integrative medicine doctor is different from conventional doctor. Now, let me ask you now. This is not new skin related, okay? When you have chronic disease, for example, like high blood sugar, diabetes, what does the doctor do? Here, take this.
Take drugs,
Right.
yeah?
Yeah, it works for a while. Oh, it doesn't work anymore here. Take this. Ultimately, yeah.
Then you never draw again.
You know why? Okay, you know why? You need to take the drugs to take the blood sugar out of your bloodstream, right? Because they're toxic. They kill you. I mean, it's not good for you. So you need to take the sugar out, deposit it somewhere else. Then the drugs may put it in your pee or whatever. So ultimately, your body cannot do that anymore. So then your injection, when you inject that, yes, the insulin will take the blood sugar out and leave it in your body, somewhere else in your body, as fat. That's the worst part. If you look at your friends who are using this, are they getting?
Yes, you're right.
Why? Because the insulin will take the blood sugar and deposit it as fat. That's why you're going fat.
I have an ex-colleague. He inject 2 insulin,
Okay.
but he has heart problem.
There are such people that are lucky,
Skinny one.
skinny fat.
He was very fat, straight.
Oh, depends on what the injection is. Some may make you lose weight, yes. But then you're depending on that for life. You cannot go far.
But he don't care. He just swallow everything.
Yeah, because it was taken out by the injection. But the injection will stay with him forever. He cannot stop. Okay? See, now they're discovering that diabetes can be reversed. It's just a matter of you're willing to change your lifestyle drastically. Okay? For example, you can do fasting. Are you willing to try fasting? Intermittent fasting. Some of them, intermittent can be a whole day, can be 2 days, can be 3 days without food. See, the idea most of us think of is without food you're gonna die.
And you can take foods like water.
Yeah, as long as you keep your body hydrated with some salt in it or to balance your mineral, you can survive for days. See, when you eat food, right, the easiest thing to be converted into glycogen, what they call it, is carbohydrate. Okay, so your body will use that first. So by fasting, you're changing your body from using carbohydrates as fuel to use your body fat as fuel. So that's why you become slimmer. I've been watching and studying a lot of that. I'm a professional student.
I see.
But I have not been practicing. I've never tried a full day fast. Might have to do that to get rid of this. Well, still, I mean, you still need to change your lifestyle. Sleep is another thing.
Yes.
Okay? Actually, we have donated some money to the George Washington University Med School to establish an Office of Integrative Medicine. And they have symposium, because years ago I contracted an autoimmune disease. I'm good. Okay. Called myasthenia gravis. Okay. My ankle droop like that. Okay. No matter what I do, I cannot lift it. Okay. The muscle won't listen to me. And as time went on, I developed double vision. I lost control of the movement of this eye. Okay, all right, thank you. So finally, we went to see a doctor. Said, "Oh, you got myasthenia gravis. It's a rare problem, an autoimmune disease, but well, good. It can be controlled, managed by medication."
For
Okay.
life.
Yes.
You always tell me for life.
Yeah. I said, okay, here's the things you need to take. Okay. Prednisone. No, because by autoimmune that means your immune system is hyperactive. You're attacking yourself. So to suppress your immune system activity is to give you prednisone, steroids. Okay? So stop it. So I started taking medicine. But then a friend of mine, who's a former OBGYN, and then he turned into integrative medicine. He finally found out that the way the Western medicine treating patients is not very good.
Yeah.
So he said, look, autoimmune usually is caused by your lifestyle, the diet, especially a diet. Why don't we do a blood test and see if you have any food sensitivities? See, the theory goes, when you eat some food and the food disagrees with you, your body will treat it as a foreign material. It'll attack it. The first time you eat it, fine. You know, but you keep on eating, your immune system getting triggered almost every day, so you started, the antibodies keep coming out. So soon you start attacking your own body. Okay, and the muscles in this portion are the weakest. See, by MG, what happens is the nerve endings, when you tell the muscles to contract, you'll transmit the thing called acetylcholine for the other end. So you send this out, tell the muscles to contract, you send a signal from this end receives it.
Or they rebound.
Yeah, you contract, right? Except with MG, this is blocked by antibodies. So that's why I have no control. So that's the explanation. But then the next question is, where did these blockers come from? Why you keep having these blockers? Mainly from eating the wrong thing. So my friend gave me the test and said, okay, I'm sensitive to eggs, lamb, and almonds, and moderately sensitive to dairy and gluten. The only good thing is these sensitivities can be corrected. Okay, so stay away from them for a while.
What is that? Eggs.
Eggs,
Almond, dairy.
almonds, and lamb. For me, everybody's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go and check.
But chances are good when you have autoimmune, eggs, dairy, and gluten. Those are the most popular culprits.
So how do they do the sensitivity test? Something on the
Blood test.
A blood test only.
Yeah.
Blood test only can
Yes. Not that, okay, a lot of people say, oh, you got sensitive skin patch, right?
Yeah, last time mine is skin
That's-
skin prick.
Yeah, skin patch. No. That's what they call an IgE test. You see, when you have an IgE test like that, for kids especially, they eat peanuts, the esophagus swell up and they break out in hives. At least you have symptoms. You know you don't eat that. You avoid it. But with me, I've been eating eggs my whole life. How am I supposed to? I'm not supposed.
No symptoms.
No symptoms. That's why you need a blood test to test for it. There are no symptoms. If there's symptoms, you're much better off. You know you don't take it.
For me, if I take peanuts, I have rashes came out, then there's a liquid that came out.
Okay, but you know to avoid peanuts, right? But with me, eating eggs, come on. You almost cannot avoid eggs, actually. You need a piece of bread, there's egg in there. Eat some noodles, there's some egg in there, right?
learning about eggs.
Yeah, there's some. So for 10 years, I didn't order any omelets. When I go to eat, no omelets, no scrambled eggs, nothing. So after changing my diet, I'm okay. All the symptoms went away. My neurologist started dropping my prednisone. Okay, I was taking 20 milligrams a day, and then 10, 5, okay, half, until I got to the point that the doctor said, no point for you to take prednisone. So I theoretically I've gone into remission about a year or so, but then my neurologist said, okay, John, you cannot cut off prednisone cold turkey. You have to wean yourself off. So I'm totally MG medicine free. August 2018. Okay, because I changed my lifestyle.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah. My neurologist said I'm the only one that got away with this.
Wow.
Okay? All the other guys are. I told them, I went to support group and said, look guys, here's one thing you may want to try to help you get better. No, my doctor said you must take this.
They trusted. Then they will suffer for life.
Why?
I believe what my doctor said. I got
Why?
one
It's very common.
Why? All the doctors are trained. When you're faced with this problem, you give this drug.
Drugs,
Or
yeah.
take out scalpel. Cut
The
it out.
knife, the knife.
Either that, no other way.
No one will stop if they don't take.
Right, they're trained that way. That's why I told my friend, okay, let's set up an office so you can bring in young doctors. Tell them that there's a other way, right? An alternative. I'm not saying, okay, I should say in addition to. Okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't take the medication, but at least give yourself a try and to get out of this lifelong medication business, because no matter what medication you take, there's side effects, and you take this pill. Side effects, you take this pill to cover the side effect of this, and then you take this pill to cover the side effect of this. So you wind up with right? So that's why.
That's why they keep on telling you, you must come back in 3 months' time or 2 months' time. You must do a blood test before coming to you.
Because they want to check whether there's any issues with your
You see, I'm sure you're.
I think they only check on the liver and the...
More than liver.
I'm sure your doctor, as you do blood test, right? You need to ask for much more detailed panel test.
that's...
For example, Hashimoto. Usually they test for only one molecule or whatever, protein. Okay? Actually, your thyroid is affected by 4. You only test one, it's not good enough. You have to check the other 3, because you can change your diet to affect these 3 to get rid of all the medication.
I was medication because of the thyroid for after giving birth. I think 18 years until I do once of TR90. I didn't know that after the TR90, I start my program on the May and August. So every year I need to go back to see my thyroid. And then I see that my doctor on October. She was surprised after my blood test. He said, "Hi, madam, I can discharge you right away." Okay. And I was so surprised on that. And she even though asked me what to do, I said I just did the program. And after that, I still meet Yasu, Singaporeans very class. So I said, can you just have an open date for 2 years to make sure I'm alright, or else I have to get another number to see you. But really, it's totally off medication. No, nothing.
Precisely. Well, you're lucky that you by chance you got into this. Okay?
Yeah, I was
But
lucky that I believe in something.
By design, you can ask your, okay, go check with a what we call an integrative medical doctor, okay? Because their job is different. They spend a lot more time with you, find out what's causing this, and then maybe make some adjustment.
So now actually there's a group of doctors who's actually decided to work with alternative therapy. And I happen to know this group. So what they did was they are very open to hear out what I can offer or what is my solution. So we decided that we will come together as like a collaboration to help the patient. But because they are medical doctors, they need to be seen as the authority of the whole field. So I become the so-called on-the-job trainee or the intern, learning whatever that they are talking about. But that's fine. But because I'm being in the healthcare industry myself, I know that the doctors generally go through the training 6 years or more. Generally, they are all being funded by pharma. Okay, and they spend only about 30 hours or less, what I heard, on nutrition. So government here in Singapore knows that by 2025, Singapore is considered an aging country. Because by 2025, we will have a big chunk of our population above 60. And they consider very senior population, right? So what happened is now the government, because I get to meet the government agencies, they are saying that they would like to have alternative therapy group to come in to work together with the medical doctors.
Okay, at least they're open to that.
Now they are open to that, but the medical doctors may not be open to that because you're taking away my business. Because every bill, I have a charge because like.
Now no charge how?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So they can't.
I mean, essentially with integrated medicine, you're using food to kill yourself, right? You're using food to keep yourself healthy, and it's free. You gotta eat anyway, right? I mean, well, this essentially a conspiracy between the big pharma and doctor.
My doctor tell me because he was once upon a time a new skin person. Now he say, correcting. I got very high cholesterol. They give me don't know what sin is that lah. My cholesterol never goes up. Until I so mad, I took 1.5 bottle correction. My LDL dropped, and he tell me, Pat, look here. This one is only east. But I don't care. I take the medicine, but I'm solving cholesterol.
What medicine is that? For your
Astrovaccine.
cholesterol?
Yes, astrovaccine.
Statin.
Something vaccine, I cannot
It's
remember.
statin.
Statin.
I
Right?
took it. I took it.
Mevacor or
I took the drug lah.
Zocor and all of the core,
I took
right?
it, but I cut one side. Because you will question me, why you never do, So I buy, because I don't cheap lah, okay?
You have cholesterol here?
Yes.
I took 1.5 bottle,
Yeah.
it drops.
You know, okay.
Somebody took a cholesterol monitoring recently, came out a testimonial about this.
Right. Okay. Cholesterol. Okay. When you take statins, drug, it's much more powerful, much more concentrated. So it affects your body very quickly because that's why your cholesterol can go down. Except, ask your doctor, the statins have side effects.
Side effect, yes.
CoQ10.
My knees are weak. I felt that.
Well, you can have muscle pains with
Yes.
statin. Yes, that's known too. And another known side effect is
Harden your arteries, your veins.
no. Depletes your CoQ10. And your CoQ10 is important for your muscles.
Muscles and heart.
Yeah, heart muscles especially. So, see, when they give you the statin, did they give you CoQ10?
No, they didn't give me CoQ10.
No.
And they tell, because
That's why I'm saying, why can schools teach you how to eat properly, right? Instead of having to learn it from people in the streets.
but he kept discouraging me because he claimed that he's once upon a time new skin distributor. He tell me, Pat, look here, this is only made from yeast. I said, but then doctor, if it does help me, why not then? You know, I don't care. I argue with him. It's my body.
Well, one of the problem is, we always be taught to respect the doctor's opinion. The doctor's placed on a pedestal. Oh, thank you for saving my life. Okay, but you think about it. Hey, you really say?
In fact, my weight even came down when I started the TR90. Before that, I took all his medicine, my blood sugar, never come down. Then you know what they teach me to eat? White rice, chee chong fan, and all that I can eat. But when I was on TR90, it's totally, I cannot eat all
You
this.
see, okay. I don't know if you.
I went
Yes.
to a nutritionist about $180 to teach me all this.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Okay. We have 6 symposiums so far. The first one is the most interesting because that's the pioneer for integrative medicine, so to speak. Okay. I'll give you guys a link to go to the symposium we sponsored. The first one is a medical doctor, okay, but he turned into integrative medicine because this is not right. Okay, you're spending all this money, and the results are no good. Okay, I mean you're not really taking care of the patients. He cited 2 cases. One is a high executive in the high position executive in the Pentagon. Making a lot of money, got great health care, right? It's military. And because of her high position, she sleeps about for 5 hours a night. It's a stressful job. Okay? So she was involved in a car accident. Somebody rear-ended her, hit her from the back, hurt her back. From then on, she went to see the doctor, started giving her painkillers.
Normally, doctor will give painkillers.
Okay, and then one day she was preparing for a trip, bent over to pick up a piece of luggage.
Oh, crack.
Something popped. Ooh! From here on, stronger pain medicine. It got so bad that she finally was hooked on opioids. Okay? Because of that, she started not functioning well, lost her job, essentially. She went to see all kinds of doctors. All they know is, okay, operate, a pinched nerve or something, right? Operate. Finally, she came to see this Dr. Jonas. The doctor said, okay, tell me all your symptoms. You see, he compared two ways of treating his patient. One, the patient come, talk to me about all the symptoms. I use my knowledge about the symptoms and prescribe the medication. Sounds familiar?
Yeah.
Right? Alternatively, what he does is, okay, you tell me about your symptoms and your lifestyle.
The missing part is the lifestyle.
Okay, what you do, and then what medication I take, and based on that, I come up with a treatment.
Customized treatment.
Yeah. She said, look, what you need is a team of doctors. You don't need to go to one doctor. You need a pharmacologist to watch out for all the medication you're taking. Oh, she has high blood pressure and all that, right? Of course. Yoga therapist. Not just a regular yoga. Someone that use yoga to
Healing.
treat people as therapy, okay? Not the commercial yoga teacher. Number 3, you need a nutritionist, okay? And you need to decide to find some time to have to yourself to calm yourself down. Meditation. You can also, to ease your pain, you may want to go talk to acupuncturist. You need a team approach to help yourself, to heal. That's what she did.
And she's not
She okay.
okay.
Okay. So another one is a guy who used to be a cook in the Navy. When he was young, well, he started as a potato peeler on a boat, teenage boat, and climbed gradually up himself to in charge of the food for entire base. So he developed high blood pressure, of course. He's always afraid that his father died when he was rather young with a heart attack. That's why the high blood pressure, right? And then he smoked a lot, so got problems. Yeah. So finally he came to see the doctor and said, look, there's diabetes too, you know what I mean? Same thing. List all the symptoms. No, regular doctors, okay. Take this for your high blood pressure. Take this for diabetes. Take this, for whatever. Again, you need a team to treat you. Nutritionist, pharmacologist to manage your drugs. A regular doctor, of course, a therapist, massage therapist, whatever, OT. So finally he listened to this Dr. Jonas. So find something to do. See, he retired. And nothing to do is kind of lost. He found lost.
He's lost.
Okay, what do I do? So finally, he found out that he loves to teach how to cook. So he opened a school, teach other people how to cook.
Then he's happy.
Yeah, he keep him mentally okay, right? So he quit smoking. He was drug free. Got his health back. Sleep well. Okay, so taking drugs, especially chronic problems, things that build up over time, and not like an infection. Okay, like you got a cold or something, and you need medication to stop it right away. But the chronic stuff is built up over a long time. By changing a lifestyle, you can stop this erosion, so to speak.
Very good. Yeah, because right now we can advise our friends to do alternatively and professionally.
So now I don't know if there is such a thing as integrative medicine here.
We have.
I mean, if the government is smart, they should start thinking, because that kind of healthcare costs a lot of money.
But the thing is that the government just did a trial with the two government hospital here. One is actually the NUH and one is SGH. But they are looking at the senior who actually are diagnosed with cancer. So they decided that to put a team to manage this patient. Apparently the success case was actually published, and they brought up that the awareness is that the surgeon that's doing the op, but there's other physicians as well as nutritionists and other therapy individual was actually in the team. So I think this concept is giving some kind of awareness to our government, but on top of that, our government also recognize that the drugs that currently that we are pursuing, because this country is so small, the consumption of the drugs, right, in terms of our funds, the government funds, has already been used up quite a fair bit on these chronic illnesses, and we really unable to sustain ourselves anymore.
Yeah.
We will go on like that.
Yeah.
And that's why the taxpayer money, that's where they will get more and more
Especially
taxpayer money.
the taxpayer base is shrinking, is another
Yeah,
thing.
that's right. That's right.
4, 2, 1, 0.
Yeah.
Right. So then now this so this group of doctors that I actually happen to know is that they are starting to aware that they need to more for business, bottom line, but they also know that being a medical doctors, they want to do more than just giving them the drugs, but they would like to work with people in the alternative therapy. So I'm actually excited about it. In fact, this Saturday I'm actually going to meet them for the first time, and I will see how we can actually do it together. In exchange, they actually willing to guide me in certain protocol of what is actually how the medical doctors like do a consultation. In the course of 3 to 6 months, and they're willing to, in return, sign off me with a title as a health coach. Then they will either invite me back as a part of their team, or they are willing to support me if I would open my wellness clinic. They even give you a roadmap. So this group of doctors actually are pretty much a small group, but their mindset of the thoughts, right, is because they believe that medication doesn't help their patient anymore. So I'm actually excited about it, but let's see how it pans out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But more importantly is how to convert them to do new skin business.
那边เห็น
You might need nutritional supplements.
很长
But
Okay.
can we use the new skin? Can we use the new skin supplements in a medical context? Because I know that they do prescribe supplements.
Yeah.
But they claim that those are medical grade.
Right.
Yeah.
You need a healthcare professional to write a prescription.
But how do I
Ours,
convert them?
yeah. You can